Welcome to our STS documentary, From Discovery to Justice, the history of science and technology that changed crime prevention and criminal investigation. Science, technology, and society, or STS, teach us that these three are always connected. New discoveries change how we live together and the problems we face as community. Push us to invent better tools. For us studying to be criminologists, this history is very important. It shows us how justice changed from guessing and falsity to using real evidence in fairness. It also teaches us how to use these powerful tools, responsibility for the people of the Philippines.
Asian civilization, early fingerprint identification. As early as 2000 BCE, people in Babylon and China pressed their fingers into wet clay or cyanide papers, documents to mark land sales, marriage, and official orders. Back then, there were no photos, IDs, or signature we could easily verify. Anyone could fake a mark or pretend to be someone else, which caused many fights and unfair claims. This practice proved that every person has a unique ridge pattern on their fingers that no one else in the world shares. It made official records much more trusted and become the very first reliable way to tell people apart. Even today, fingerprints are still the most common tool we use at crime scenes and for our national ID system. The first forensic manual. In the year 1247, Chinese Judge Tongxi wrote collected cases of injustice rectified, the world's first book fully dedicated to solving suspicious death. Back then, poisoning were almost impossible to detect. So many wealthy or powerful killers went free, while innocent people were blamed. His book gave clear step-by-step guides: how to find hidden wounds, test for poison, tell if a body was moved after death, and spot fake injuries. Investigators followed this method to correct unfair judgment. Modern toxicology and crime scene processing still follow this same careful approach today. Middle Age. End of trial by ordeal. For hundreds of years, people accused of crimes were forced to pass dangerous tests like walking over hot iron or being thrown into deep water. If they survived, they were called innocent. By the 12,000 scholars and church leaders proved that these only tests lacked not truth. Court stopped using these cruel tests and started listening to witnesses, collecting facts, and using real proofs instead. This gave every person the right to be heard properly and the rule that we are innocent until proven guilty, a right still protected by the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Early cause of death examination. Leaders and healers in ancient Greece and Rome started carefully checking bodies to find exactly how someone died. Before this, if someone died suddenly or with no clear cause, people often blame magic, curses, and personal enemies without any proof at all. This led to many innocent people being punished or killed. Slowly, people learned to look at the physical facts instead of rumors. This helped them clearly tell apart deaths caused by natural illness, accident, or intentional harm. This careful method is a foundation of modern autopsies that doctors and investigators still use today.
Renaissance, invention of the microscope. In the early 1600, scientists invented the microscope, which magnifies tiny things hundreds of times. Before this, we could not see or analyze small clues like blood cells, hair strands, pollen, or tiny fabric fiber left behind by criminals. Many cases stayed unsolved because these places were invisible. Discovery opened a whole new world of science and evidence and changed how we study crime forever. Today we still use use it to examine gunshot residue and prepare sample or for DNA testing.
Modern Industrial Revolution, Bertillon Age first scientific ID system. In 1879, French officers Alphonse Bertillon created the first scientific way to identify people. He recorded fixed body measurement, like height, arm span, head size, plus took the first standard front and side mugshots. Before history peaked, criminals easily changed their clothes, hair, or name to hide from police. There was no organized way to track who was who. This created the first formal criminal record system, and reduced mistaken identify it is still the base of how the PNP and NBI store criminal records today. Modern fingerprint classifications. In 1892, Argentine police officers Juan Bucetich create a simple system to short file and compare fingerprint. He used this system to solve very first murder case, proven only by fingerprint evidence. Unlike body measurement, fingerprints never change or fade from birth until death. This gave every person a permanent and changeable identifier mark. Today, he used this system for passport, national IDs, background check, and all police stations.
Information Age. DNA profiling. In 1984, British scientist Alec Jeffreys discovered that every person has a unique genetic code, or DNA. We can collect and match this from blood, hair, saliva, skin cells, or even old bones. Older evidence could only prove someone was not at the scene, but DNA can prove exactly who was there. It has freed innocent people from prison and solved cold cases that were forgotten for decades. The Philippines established its official national DNA data bank back in 2014. It is used to identify missing persons and build fairer cases in court. Digital forensic and surveillance. Now, criminal uses phones, social media, and internet to plan scams, cyberbullying, theft, or attacks, and to hide proof. We develop digital forensics to recover deleted message, track locations, history, analyze call logs, and use CCTV and dashcam footage to find facts. This helps us to stop modern crimes that affects millions of Filipinos, and is now one of our most important tools for public safety and national security.
How has this long history transformed the role of criminologists in justice, public safety, and national security? Before, our work was based on suspicion, fear, and punishment. Science and technology changed that completely. Today, we work with truth, evidence, and fairness. We protect innocent people from being wrongly accused. Make sure those who break the law answer for their actions. Stop crimes before they happen, and keep our neighborhood, town, and the whole Philippines safe. For us future criminologists, technology is very powerful, but it is only a tool. We are the ones who decide how to use it for justice that serves everyone, rich or poor, no matter who they are.